World leaders need to get their act together. They need to stop talking, stop arguing, and start saving the planet now. That's certainly the impassioned refrain from environmental campaigners here in Dubai at COP28, just as it was at COP27 and COP26, and you get the idea. But actually, is political unity and even billions of dollars enough to solve this crisis? Doesn't it need the impact of connectivity and a whole lot more of this to really start addressing this challenge? Vishnu Ram is a mentor and technologist at the International Telecommunication Union. And when we met up earlier, I began by asking him whether people truly understood the impact on sustainability of ICT.
We would like to think that ICT is a great tool. It helps us to solve these problems. For example, we would like to take a practical approach. ITU gives out challenges, problem statements, open data, hand-holding, mentoring to solve these problems, along with real-world data from our networks to prove that energy efficiency optimization can be done using AI, machine learning models, including from all around the world, participating, coming up with open models to solve these problems. So absolutely, we think that ICT is a great platform, a great tool to solve some of these problems, showing practical results coming out of it.
And do you think that's well enough known? Are we doing a good enough marketing job on the power of ICT?
That depends. So if you look at the top and the bottom layers, if you call it the layers, if I look at the action which is happening at the top, coming top down, about the messages we give out from the decision makers, I personally would like to have a little bit more messages coming out, positive messages coming out, implementing some of these actions, taking bold and decisive action towards implementing some of these. But at the same time, I also work at the ground. So I know that in Africa, in China, in Japan, in India, in Europe, in America, we have young people, young students raring to go, full of energy. At the same time, we want to channelize that energy towards solving these problems using ICT, as you mentioned, using AI, using machine learning and open data.
It sounds like that's giving you quite a lot of hope, that sort of the young people coming through and also coming through across the globe. It's not compartmentalized in certain geographic areas. Young people seem to be enthused at tackling this.
Absolutely. So that's what energizes us. So we would like to get out of the bed thinking that it is possible to bring these young people together. Not only that, we bring experts from ITU and our partners around the world to this table, this round table where we have students sitting with us, professionals sitting with us, startups, entrepreneurs, big companies, big tech, along with this whole community ecosystem formed around this table. We are able to solve these problems, and that brings optimism, and that brings change, and that brings empowerment to these communities and ecosystem. We are able to bring tools to the table. We are able to build open solutions, unbiased solutions, which can take some of this forward in terms of ICT, software, hardware, all around this solutions table. We are able to propel this forward. That brings us hope.
So just give an example then, because obviously we talk in very macro levels. What on the front line, at the sort of cutting edge of this, an example of the benefits that you're seeing?
Let me tell you a perfect example. We had a problem statement, a software development coding problem statement, a hackathon, let's call it, a hackathon. So we had a hackathon offered all around the world. There were solutions coming from Africa, China, Japan, Asia, Europe, Americas. Now, we had different type of solutions. One of them we found that is slightly different from the others, and we found that those students, in fact, are using a mobile platform to solve this problem. So we got into a call with them. We were trying to understand what's the difference in the approach and so on. We realized that they don't have access to a computing platform, access to the laptop, which we all take for granted. But at the same time, we found that their approach solved a problem for us. It is that our solution, our problem is now solvable on a mobile platform. This approach, this new approach where they could port our solution onto a mobile platform came about because of a constraint. This constraint that this computing platform and non-availability of a computing platform as a constraint turned into a solution for us. At the same time, ITU gives out free compute, which we built on top of what these students did to build up the complete solution. This is a perfect example which we would like to come together, join hands with community around the world, in Africa, in China, Japan, all around the world, to build complete solutions from the ground.
It's actually a very hopeful way of looking at it as well, that almost every problem, someone out there has the solution to it. You've just got to bring these people together to share those solutions.
Absolutely innovative solutions, and it's a give and take.
Very good. Thank you.